Hello, folks. Today we'll be going over Google Forms, especially branching as personalized learning. In these Google Forms with this branching, it will provide students with immediate feedback on their performance, which also enables them to understand mistakes and facilitate self-correction. First thing I'm going to do is navigate to my Google Forms. I'm going to open a new form. There's a template here of multiple choice. There's a blank quiz. I'll just open that. But before beginning, you must have a plan. That is the key. You'll need all the information, paragraph, worksheet, whatever it is that you'll be using. You'll need specific review material if they get an answer incorrect for them to go back to self-correct. This can be done as a paragraph or separate paragraphs, bulleted items, however, whatever you choose. Images and videos also can be added as well. Regardless how you do it, it's easy. If it's a document, you can cut and paste to put it in. So when we do a quiz, the first thing we're going to do is usually have a name in here, change this one to a short answer, and we'll leave this answer key as 0 points. Let's go ahead and name our quiz here, environment. Here's where I'm going to have my information. Sky is blue. The clouds are white. Leaves are green. The sun is yellow. This is the information that I'm going to be testing them. It can be a long, several paragraphs long worksheet, however you want to work it. But this is what the information is that we're going to be trying to assess. So down here, after this, I'm going to need to create a new section. I think I might have to create a question first, then create the section. My multiple choice question, let's just say the sky is question mark. Options are going to be blue, green, yellow. I'm going to go ahead and check my answer key. The answer is going to be blue. Sometimes the section button doesn't seem to want to work. But once I create the section here, I'm going to pull my question down in here. I want each section to be titled question 1 or question 2 for whatever it is. This is question 1. After each question, I'm going to need to create a new section. This section, move my question down again. I'm going to move it back up. And I'll show you another trick how to move questions and sections around later. But I'm going to call this the review section. This is the review of Q1. And in here, I'm going to tell you, or the student, the sky is blue. The leaves are green. The sun is yellow. I'm leaving out the cloud being white for a reason, which will make it self-evident in a little while. Here in your review, you can also add, again, images or videos can be embedded with links, however you choose. This review will allow for personalized reflection and to support feedback. We have a section, a main section that has our information. We also have a section of the question, and we have a section of review. To ask a second question, we'll need to duplicate the question, which we're going to take the entire section, duplicate the section. It'll pop up down here. And we also want to duplicate the review. As I said earlier, these 3 dots here, one of the options is move section. And you can see that we have question 1 again, review question 1, and review question 1. Here we can move the review up, and now we have a question, a review, a question, and a review. We'll need to go back, obviously. This is our question 1. This is our review for question 1. But we want to change this section to question 2. Change our question to the sun is obviously yellow, so we want to work on the answer key as well. Change it to yellow. and we have our review, but we need to change our review to question 2 because it's a different review question, even though it's the same answer. You'll see why in a little while. Each question must have its own review and question section. Throw in here a question 3. So we're going to duplicate the section. And we're going to duplicate the review section. Again, going to the 3 dots, move sections around. I want to have a Q2 and a second Q2 and a second review Q2, which I'm going now to change so that my last questions are now Q3 and review Q3. However, as I said earlier, the other 2 reviews, review 2 and review 1, are the same. Down here, I'm going to ask the other question. This question is going to be for Q3. The cloud is, and I'm going to change an option here from, let's say, green to white. Again, I want to change my answer key to done. Now, our review does not have that in there, and I'm showing you this to illustrate the fact that you can change these reviews to anything that you would like. The cloud is white. Third and separate question with different feedback. Sometimes they're the same, sometimes they might be different. You can choose however you wish. The reason that we need to change this review 3 is because the review in question 2 and the question 1 will not help because it doesn't say anything about the cloud being white. The main topic does, but we want to have feedback in the review for them to choose.